All right, welcome back. This is Tab Talk Thursdays, bringing you back for the second edition. I had somebody reach out to me that had a great question, or at least a topic that they wanted me to discuss for this week. Um, it's December 29th, 2016. This is going to be the last Thursday that I'll be doing this in 2016. And this is all as I'm ramping up and getting ready for 2017. So I'm going to jump right into this video. This one is mainly for the ladies. It was a female who reached out to me. So I want to just read exactly what the message was, so I make sure I hit everything that was asked to talk about. So here's what she said. How would a strong, independent, dominant woman who does everything by herself, with the help of no one, try to accept a man into her life who is trying to help when it's needed? This is very difficult for a woman to accept at times because she's not used to it, and she could come off as being cold-hearted. The other part of the question is whether or not, or basically to touch on how a man could accept a woman like that. So I made some quick little, I guess, like notes that I wanted to address just to be clear on what we're going to talk about. One, the first part is, which is two parts to this, is how to accept a man who wants to help. That's what the woman needs to do, right? One, she's not used to it, and it could come off as she's being cold-hearted. So I won't touch on that. And then the other thing is, it's been, she has been hurt in the past. So that's another part. And then the last thing is the second part of the question, which is how does a man accept a woman that's like that? So again, let's jump right into it. First off, females, ladies, women who are in this position, first of all, congratulations to you for holding it down, being dependent. It takes a lot for a woman to do that. And especially when you've been hurt and you've been down that road, it takes a lot to become independent and to be a single mother. For those that are mothers and have always taken care of themselves or had to and been forced to do so, my heart goes out to you. But there comes a time when you want to welcome a man into your life, and if you start seeing someone and you guys are starting to take each other serious, it's something that you need to consider, and it's something that you're going to need to really put some thought and effort into. So for the young lady who reached out and asked this question, you've taken the right step in that direction. So it already shows that that's something that you want to do. So that's great. But now you got to do it. And I think the best way to do that is to be honest. One. So that's the first thing. Be honest with him. Let him know exactly what's going on in your head. He's not a mind reader. So if you are coming off as cold-hearted, let him know where that comes from. Let him know about your past. Let him know the things that you've been through, so he could help himself avoid those things. Sometimes, he might be making mistakes or doing things that might tick you off or put you in that position to come off cold-heartedly, mainly because he just doesn't know any better. So help him out. Let him know what's going on. Let him know what you've been through. Be honest with him. The second part of that is kind of tied into there is communication, right? So make sure that you're communicating to him not just what you're feeling, but also the things that you are okay with him doing and not okay with him doing. So it might come off as, oh, she's too dominant for me, let me walk away. But if he's willing to put in that effort and you're willing to accept him into your life and allow him to put in that work, he has to know what's okay and what's not okay. So as an example, maybe if he's offering to take you and your child out, or he's offering to help you out with your bills, and you're not really comfortable with that, be honest with him. But also know that if this is someone that you're taking serious and you're working towards the future, you have to start somewhere. I'm sure that you've helped out other people in your life, and it's time for you to also allow somebody in to help you out. So that's something you have to be open to. While you're being open to allowing him into your life, you have to allow what comes with that, and that means him helping you out. So communication is very key with that. And then the last part, which was the second half of that question, which was if you've been hurt in the past, which I think everybody is safe to say has been hurt in some way, shape, or form. But for this specifically, for a female who's allowing a male into her life that has been hurt, you're coming out of the door and you're cautious. And that's cool. You got to be cautious and you don't want to be hurt again. But you can't hold this guy accountable for things that everybody else in your past has done, or the guys that have hurt you in the past. This guy might be the change. Everything that you went through might have led you up to this point for this specific guy, for this person that you're ready to allow into your life. And there's no guarantee that he's not going to hurt you. But the reality is, if you want it to work and you want there to be a future with this person, you have to open up those doors. You have to let them in. You have to allow for trust to grow. Don't hold, again, I think it's the biggest thing that a lot of people kind of stick in their head, that they hold guys accountable for things that their exes did to them and other guys have done to them. We can't do that. And it goes the same for guys. Guys kind of do the same thing, and they start calling all women certain things, or they look at women in a certain way. And that's not the case. Everybody's different, and not everything that you've been through with one guy or a few guys is going to be by the next guy. So that's very important to keep in mind as well. And now to the second part of the whole question, this is for the guys. For guys that are running into this type of woman, you have to be open-minded. You have to be able to understand that she's been through some things. You can't take somebody who's been traumatized or been hurt or is used to doing things a certain way and then just jump into their life and expect them to change everything just for you. There has to be a medium. There has to be somewhere that you guys meet in between. So for the females that are in this situation, trust, communication, honesty, being able to voice exactly what's going on. Those are the things that you need to do. For the guys that are running into women that are like this, and you're dealing with an independent woman, but you really want it to work, you have to come out the door right away, understanding where she comes from. Try to understand what she's going through. Don't expect her to drop everything for you. It's going to happen in gradual steps. You have to be open to that. So to the men and women, if this is the type of situation that you're dealing with, I hope this helps. If you want me to elaborate on anything that I talked about in this video, please email me, jr@thinkactbelieve.com, or inbox me on Facebook. Totally open to helping out. If this video helped you, or if you feel it could help someone else, please share it, like it, let people know. I'm also on YouTube as well, Think Act Believe. And that's it. So hope this helps. Till next Thursday, peace, love, and happiness.